Welcome back to the Ancient Ruins. On today's episode of I Have Never Played, we're having a look at another 18-card wallet game from Button Shy Games. Today we're having a look at ROVE Jr, the more child-friendly version of ROVE, standing for Results Orientated Versatile Explorer. And the reason we've kind of gone for the child entry level before we have a look at the main game is because, as you might have noticed from our previous Button Shy videos, Fantasy Form is spanking my booty. This game, however, not only seems to be a little bit simpler and perhaps my speed, but also it's freaking adorable. So you build a tableau, I believe, by completing patterns and moving cards and doing fun things, and every card is just chef's kiss. That being said, we will shuffle up and we will give it a go. Our goal is to move these cards around to complete this pattern here. So if we have to move our setup around, I apologise in advance because I didn't really think this one through. That being said, we're on the very, very basic version, so we do get a hand size of 5. You can increase the difficulty by depleting your hand size of 5, 4 or 3, and also on the back of these cards are one-time uses, which it technically states to only use in the advanced versions of play, so we won't be using them today. However, if we like the game and we want to play more, I might play the basic babies version with the advanced stuff if we're having a little bit of difficulty defeating this. I believe it's for 6+. Do we think we can defeat a 6+ game? Because, well, that being said, let's get to it. So we will shuffle up, even though, again, in the rules book, it says once we have depleted all our cards and then we need to refresh the deck, we don't need to shuffle. We just rotate and crack on regardless. But let's have a look what we've got. 1, 2, oh my goodness, it's just so vibrant and beautiful. I think one of the many main reasons why I do love board games is just because of the artwork that becomes with them. If we ever have that lovely conversation about why we are called Cult of the Meeple, maybe we can dive into it a little bit more, but that's not for today. Ooh, I think we might be a little bit short on space. So what we need to do to complete the first level, and we do need to do 7 of these in orders, is move these cards to make that pattern. Fairly straightforward. So we'll pop you back there because you're going to be our little tableau, but I think we might have to shrink down just a little bit so we have a little bit more space. Now I already have an idea of how to do it. Let's see if we can do it. All we need to do is spend... Yes, we've got plenty of cards to do exactly what we want. So all we need to do is kind of move these. I want to try and keep everything beautiful and organized for my favorite people. That's you. All we need to do is spend one of our moves. We can move the widget. Now, you can only move orthogonal. So you can't move diagonal. You can only move orthogonal. So I'm teaching people to suck eggs. We're all board gamers. We all know what orthogonal is, but just in case, you can move up, down, left, or right. You cannot move diagonal, okay? No diagonal. Now, I can move here because I am touching the corner. I can move here because I am touching the corner. I cannot move here. I must be touching either side by side, underneath, or by diagonal, okay? Even though we can only move orthogonal, you must be touching diagonal. This isn't a how to play, even though it's starting to sound like one. Now, we are going to move, and we are going to move down 1. Easy. Oh, this is our level. And then we're going to spend this card because it has the brain on it, so we can either move the brain or the servo. So we'll spend you, we'll move you up 1. Best at games. We have already done that one. My goodness. So we take the top one and we put it down to continue the tableau, and oh look, we're already in a problem with space. So we might move this down here and run it up the side. Let me just get roll. Even though I think I might have unlocked something inside of myself when I got Fantasy Form, and there might be several of these coming, but shh. Don't tell anybody, but I think just by the artwork alone, ROVE might be one that just travels with me because look at it. Anyway, we're getting distracted. So we draw back up to 5. There we go. Up to 5. And now, I think you already know what we need to do. We just need to make this pattern. This one. It's so difficult. Now, one thing that I will say is I want to save these just for later because there you can move anything. So we don't want to waste them. If we can use something else to complete the pattern, we will, we can, so we do. Do that, and we move you down, and we've completed the pattern. Is this game too easy for us because we are the best at games? Because we are such game geniuses. I was going to Ludo geniuses? Potentially. It might be a little bit too easy for us, but this is only round 2. Let's have a look what round 3 wants from us. Oh, need to cover this up. Yes, look, see, because how this pattern... Oh, wait, we might be able to get away with this. Now, there is the question of we can complete this, but what's going to be the most... what's the word? Conservative way of completing it. What's the least amount of moves that we can make to complete this pattern? I think it's 3. Like, genuinely, I think the 3 is the least. Move servo down, move gizmo down, move brain across. But it is going to burn one of these. I don't think there's going to be another way of doing that that's going to be easier. Or less moves. We do burn one of these, though. Yep, there is no other way. So we will spend... Oh, no. Can we do that? Because if we move this one here, they're disconnected. So we cannot do that. That's not good. That's bad. That's bad. Do we have to do 4 moves to do this? I think we can still do it in 3, but it burns both of our cards. Because if we move you there, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not good. That's not good. So if we move you up 1, and then what I'll do, once I move up 1, I'm going to move everything down just so we can keep the tableau there. So do keep that in mind when all of a sudden everything moves down instead of one moving up. I'm moving that card by moving everything else. And I think this is the way we're going to do it. So we're going to spend this one to move the widget, which means we move the widget up. So we move, in fact, I'm going to do it this way so confusion doesn't happen. So we move the widget up. Now they're all in the 4 square. Now, unfortunately, we do just have to burn both of these to move the brain. So the brain's going to move up 1 and across 1. Oh, that hurt, did that. That was not nice. So next up, we have that. Ooh, I'm not sure I'm happy about this. So as per the rules, you do not shuffle these cards. You just turn them over. And then you begin again. Right, so we're on to round 4. Our deck is thinning because the cards are going up here. Is that still pretty? Look how pretty it is. Right, and we need to make this pattern. I think, oh my goodness, we cannot move the brain. So that is going to hiccup things quite a lot. Quite a lot. What we need to do then is, because we've only got 5 moves total. I didn't even think of that about the 5 cards. We've got a maximum of 5 moves. So we could move you up 1. Yes. You across 1, and then you up, and then you up and you across. Did anyone track that? I'm going to do it. I'm going to try. So we move the widget up 1. So far, so good. We move you across 1. We move you up 1. We move you up 1, and we move you across 1. We're the best at games. Oh my goodness, we're geniuses. We are just geniuses. So we get 5 more. Oh wait, no, this one becomes our next tableau. Oh, it's a it's a thing. It's definitely a thing. 4, and we turn. Oh, this could be. Oh, spicy. Right, 5. We got our 5. We've got a lot of widget movement. I don't know whether this is good. How do we get? So we get. We've got 3. This. There must be a typo. It must be 16 plus. It can't be 6 plus. Right. So if we move you in, that's 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. Did anybody, can we do that? Is that legal? So we'll do it like this because we're going to run out of space. We are going to run out of space, but we are going to move widget. Don't worry, I've got a plan. We never need to move brain. So we're going to move widget again. I'm going to go down as far as we can. And then, so we're still diagonal. We're just spread out a little bit because I'm going to try and compact it momentarily. And then we want to move servo. We're no longer moving widget. Okay, so now we've got widget, servo, and brain very, very, very compactly here. But this one's still here. I'm just moving things around to try and get space. And then we're going to move Gizmo up 1 and Gizmo across 1. We're the best at games. That's only 5. They're getting fundamentally more difficult for some reason. And we're only at the 5th round. We've got 2 more rounds to go. This one, however, looks super easy just because of the way we already are. So, 1, 2, 3, turn it over, 4, 5. If we've got the right, and we might do, if we've got the right movements, can you imagine if we've got the wrong movements then? Right, so we're going to use you, and you're going to go here. And then, we'll use you. You'll go there. We're the best at games. And success. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then the final one. Oh, I almost put the entire deck there. The final one, we have to make this pattern. Now, there is something to be said, I've just noticed, about the 3x4 grid and whether we need to figure that one out a little bit more. But we've just been making the pattern. We're still the best at games. Right, how are we going to do this? We need Gizmo to move down 2. Oh, let's draw up to 5 to see if it's at all possible. We need Gizmo to move down 2. We need Servo to move across 1 and Widget to move across 1. So Gizmo for 2, Servo for 1 and Widget for 1. We are the best at... Oh, they can go on top of them. Games, full stop. Right. Okay. I get it. It's a kid's game. It's for kids. However, I really enjoyed this. I genuinely did. I'm going to do more of these. I think playing this with the funny powers, because we've got move this module to any valid position. Excellent. Move an adjacent module to any valid position. Wonderful. Discard entire hand, draw back up to full. Clutch move, and move another module to be adjacent to this one. So we've got these additional little powers that we can be using, and we've got the additional difficulties. So I think I like this. Now, as always, if you've made it this far into the video, it is you that is making this channel work and be worth it. So thank you very much. If you haven't already, please do like, subscribe, ring the bell, share with a friend, do fire signals. I don't know. But if there's any specific button shy games that you want to see on the channel, leave a comment down below. In fact, if there's any games that you'd like to see on the channel, leave a comment down below and we'll see what we can do. Until the next time we convene, you are amazing, and I am out of here.